Hi all and welcome back to Oligo Models. We've had another delivery of the Enterprise, so today we're going to be starting on Pack 4, Stage 11 of build the USS Enterprise NCC-1701-D from Hero Collector over at Eaglemoss. So let's have a look and see what we've got for Stage 11. So opening it up, we'll have a look and see what we've got. So looking at the pack, it looks like we've got another piece of the skeleton for the saucer. We've got ourselves some more screws, we've got some more LEDs to do, and then we've also got this piece of windows and window blanks that are already done on a background for us. And then of course we've got a piece that goes behind the windows to reflect the light through. And so, with all the pieces laid out, let's build this. So the first thing that we need to do is bring in this piece of the battle section that we've worked on previously. We need to turn it over so it's sitting just like this. And then we need to take the window section, and it needs to slot in over this section just here like that. Nice and easy. We'll move those wires out of the way just to make sure we can see it clearly. Do the same on this side. So then we need to bring the lights into play. With the two lights, two LED sections that we've been given, you notice that one of them is longer than the other, and it is the longer one that we want. We'll move the shorter one out of the way for the time being. It wants us to take the LED with the yellow and black wires. It then wants us to fold it up through 90 degrees like so, and then we're going to come around and we're going to slot it in to the hole that we've got there, and then it wants us to take the other LED and put it in to the slot up here. Now, just like we've done before, these LEDs don't like sitting in place on their own, so I think it's best we drop a little bit of glue in just to make sure they sit there properly. So we'll bring in our glue, and I'm going to drop just a tiny bit into each of the slots, and then we're going to put the LEDs in set them both in place. I'm just going to hold them there for a second just to make sure that they set in place. So with those in place, we then bring in that rear reflector section that we've used in the past. We're then going to slot it over the top like so, and with it sitting there in place, we're going to bring in the BP screws. Get those out, and then it wants us to use 4 of them to secure that window reflector in place. That's one in. That's the second one in. It's the third in. And the 4th in place. So with that section done, we'll now move those screws and the bottleneck out of the way. We'll pop those just over there. And it wants us to bring back in the skeleton section for the saucer that we've previously been working on. So having now read the instructions properly, luckily enough this LED from the same wire didn't actually stick in place, which is quite lucky. We are going to bring in the other LEDs that we had, split them apart slightly so we can work with them, and then this time we want the LED that's got the yellow and green wire, and that is going to fit into the top slot. Like so. I'm going to drop a tad of glue in there just so it does sit and stays. So with that sitting correctly in there, we're going to bring over the window reflector. And we're going to sit that over the top of those windows and the LEDs that we've just put in. Then using some BP screws, we're going to screw it into place. And 4. And that's all we have to do with those lights and the windows there. So we're going to move that out of the way for the time being. We'll sit that over like that. And then we're going to bring back in the skeleton section that we've already been working on. So we're going to get some BM screws out ready. So we're going to need those. We're going to take the saucer, this piece for the saucer section, and then we're going to turn this over, ready, and then with these pieces, the support sections that we've already got here sticking out to the side, this is where this new section is going to go on. So making sure this is the right way up, it's going to be sitting this way, about there. So as we're going into metal, we are going to need a bit of oil. Use everything that I had in my pot before, so I'm just going to square a little bit more into there. And then with BM screws dropped into a tiny bit of oil, we're going to screw it into place. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. And finally 4. We'll just make sure that they are all nice and tight, which they are. And that is all we have to do in stage 11. Looking forward to stage 12, it does look like we've got similar things to do. So putting in some more windows and lighting in that rear section of the bottleneck, and then it looks like we're putting in some more supports onto that skeleton for the saucer. So if you did like the video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed and you want to be kept up to date with all of my latest videos, make sure you do click on that subscribe button and you hit the notification bell. Until next time, take care.